He was more than a musician. He was a movement, a voice of unity, a global ambassador of reggae, peace, and resistance. This is the story of Robert Nesta Marley, the man the world knows simply as Bob Marley. From the hills of Jamaica to the heart of every freedom-seeking soul around the globe, Bob's message still echoes loud. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right. Bob Marley was born on February 6, 1945, in the rural town of 9 Mile in St. Ann Parish, Jamaica. His father, Norval Sinclair Marley, was a white Jamaican of English descent, and his mother, Cedella Booker, was a young black Jamaican woman. Bob's mixed heritage made him feel like an outsider in both communities, but it also gave him a unique lens through which he'd see the world, a lens that would later define his powerful lyrics on identity, inequality, and love. Norval wasn't present for most of Bob's life, and he died when Bob was just 10 years old. Cedella raised him largely on her own. Bob attended Stepney Primary and Junior High School in St. Ann, but life in rural Jamaica offered limited opportunities. At age 12, he and his mother moved to Trenchtown, a tough neighborhood in Kingston. It was in Trenchtown that Bob's real education began, not in classrooms, but in life, struggle, and music. In the streets of Trenchtown, Bob met childhood friend Neville "Bunny" Livingston, Bunny Wailer, and Peter Tosh. Together they bonded over American R&B and local ska music. In 1963, they formed a vocal group called the Wailing Wailers. Their first hit, Simmer Down, came out in 1964 and topped the Jamaican charts. But the road wasn't easy. For years they hustled, recording for different producers, scraping together money, and facing rejection. They evolved musically, blending ska, rocksteady, and the newly emerging sound of reggae. In 1972, Bob Marley and the Wailers got their big international break, signing with Island Records under the guidance of producer Chris Blackwell. Their first album under Island Records, Catch a Fire, 1973, was revolutionary. With follow-ups like Burnin', Natty Dread, and Rastaman Vibration, Bob Marley's music exploded onto the global stage. He wasn't just making catchy tunes, he was speaking truth to power. Songs like Get Up, Stand Up, a rallying cry for human rights, No Woman No Cry, a comforting ode to struggle and survival, Redemption Song, a poetic call for mental liberation. His lyrics drew from Rastafarian beliefs, biblical references, and the harsh realities of life in post-colonial Jamaica. Marley became a global symbol of resistance, peace, and unity. Bob married Rita Anderson, who became a crucial member of his band, singing backup vocals and supporting him.
Every day and every night we'll be together.
In 1978, Bob returned to Jamaica and headlined the One Love Peace concert. In a powerful moment, he brought the leaders of Jamaica's warring political parties, Michael Manley and Edward Seaga, on stage and held their hands together. It was symbolic, raw, and brave. Bob was not just a musician. He was becoming a prophet of peace. In 1977, Marley was diagnosed with melanoma, a form of skin cancer that started in his toe. He refused to amputate it, citing his Rastafarian beliefs. The cancer spread. He kept touring for years, performing around the world, spreading his message even as his health deteriorated. In 1981, while trying to seek treatment in Germany, his condition worsened. On May 11, 1981, Bob Marley passed away in Miami, Florida, at the age of 36. His final words to his son, Ziggy, were, "Money can't buy life." Are counting down to just a probental, and Bob Marley isn't mezzing a greet. So, you know what? Legacy there. Carlin Below's Range Legacy, bringing up in Safed and Marminia, next one too, and they may note seam stage and leaders. This was the story of Bob Marley, the man who gave voice to the voiceless, rhythm to resistance, and hope to a hurting world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if Bob Marley's life inspired you. One love. Until next time.